Welcome to readtheticker.com. Richard Wyckoff logic was enhanced by Bob Evans. One of these enhancements was the creation of the Optimism Pessimism index. Simply, that is positive less negative volume. Bob Evans actually created this index using intraday data. However, you can use daily data into week, half month, or month. Let me show you how. readtheticker.com chart type analysis chart. Here we have blue bars for closes higher than the previous day and red bars for closes lower. And the volume has been marked the same. Red and blue for up and green, red for down. Next one is we have the standard up and down week. So this is when the volume is for a week up or down. It's similar. Here we've got a red volume because it closes down, and here we've got up and down for half month. The half month is determined by the 1st to the 15th and the 16th to the 29th or 31st. Further down we have weekly net volume, and weekly net volume is pretty much, as an example, a summation of the daily volume. Add up subtract the 3 red ones and add the 2 blue ones, and you get a net figure of net weekly volume. Below we have net half month volume, same logic. You add up the blue ones and deduct the red ones, and then you get net volume. And here we have the site we have called OBV net volume, because on balance volume is simply adding positive and negative volume together for the day. But we've done it for the week or the half month. And as you can see here, this is pretty much the Optimism Pessimism index that's going down. I'll just bring the price back into the screen. You can see here price fell. We've got a bounce here. But any recovery here, pretty much right throughout this trading range, or stepping down, was pretty much involved with negative volume. Most of the volume on the down days is greater than the volume on the up days, which is very bearish. And here we have a little bounce. As you can see, the bounce is very weak with the IWM. Here's the bounce here. It's gone up to previous resistance, just penetrated a bit, but actually, quite frankly, the volume up here is very weak. And so you can see the high bars here. So it's not one rally you really want to trust at this stage. And you can see it in the RCT's readtheticker.com's version of the Optimism Pessimism Index, which is the OBV net volume. You can see that the rally here is actually quite weak. Not something you want to jump into, but obviously you can look at wider time frames. We just go to 500 showing for the IWM. Right, so it's always good to have, if you're going to be involved in a trend going up, you would like to see the net volume support the trend. You do not want to see any divergence or any activity where the down volume of the day is actually growing larger and larger while the price is going up. As we can see here, the net volume was pretty good going up and only faltered around a gas about here, which has been priced up to go down. See how price has fallen, so really didn't confirm until about there. Okay, sorry. I'll make a wider chart. Let's go back to whoops. It's really good to look at a wider time frame, so you can see the performance of the RTT OBV with price action. Not all charts are the same, so you want to look at that, and we will cut down the volume examples. And what have we got here? Okay, I'm just going to turn up the volume so we can get the indicators all on the same chart. Right, now we're talking. So here we have net volume weekly. And as you can see here, the net volume was actually in distribution mode. A lot of selling going on here. Didn't really go anywhere until it flattened out with divergence there. See how this was actually sold off. There's some selling off down there. But so didn't make a new low. And this was a very healthy trend right to about there. Even though you had the odd dips and swings, the confidence was very strong because the net volume was higher on up days than it was on down days. Sometimes I think this is the flash crash where you get, the market's just hit, so there's no divergence or pre-warning. And this is off 2009 low, and what's that one there? That's 2010, yeah, that's right. So coming off there is a good trend. So if you're taking a position, you want to hold it, and it's good to know that price is going up while the volume on the up days is greater than the volume on the down days. One of the healthy signs of a trend is that you have more volume on an upswing than you do on a downswing, and one way to measure that is through the logic of the Optimism Pessimism Index, or the RTT OBV net volume tool. So when you're reviewing stocks and what have you, you want to see divergences, or you want to see the net volume confirm the trend to show that everything is healthy. There's no problems. You do see divergences. For example, here we got a bounce in this. We got a bounce here, but this little bounce in the net volume is very weak, so it's not really anything to get excited about. The Russell chart, the IWM, this is the Russell 2000, is a wider broad stock list. It's pretty much the higher risk stocks of the market, and you can't really manipulate this index. So therefore, this is really showing the true risk of the market. And at the moment, the risk is high because it's not being followed up. So yes, a pullback is expected. And here's the half month. It just takes out a bit of the wobble, so you can see it a bit more clearly. So in the end, Bob Evans created the Optimism Pessimism Index, which readtheticker.com and now converted it into OBV net volume. It's been around for a very long time. It helps you to confirm that higher swings and lower swings down have the right volume activity. It's always very difficult when you're trying to measure the Wyckoff wave, which is what these are. For example, here's a wave up and a wave down and a wave up and a wave down. It's very difficult to determine where the wave starts and the wave ends with indicators, what have you. Whereas the Optimism Pessimism style, or the net volume study, automatically swings with the wave, so there's no need to determine where a wave starts or ends. This is one of the good aspects of studying net volume. It's a health check on your trend. It's always a concern when price action is not confirmed with your net volume activity. Thanks for watching.